All right, everyone. Today is my last video installment of the merchandise catalogs, and it took me quite a bit of time to find this one. Apparently, there just really wasn't any catalogs in 1996 or 97 or 98 WWF magazines. They just didn't put them in there. I really don't know why, because I searched every single one and they just didn't include them at all. Like there was just nothing. They had like maybe like one page, and it had like maybe a Sunny t-shirt and a Shawn Michaels t-shirt and such, and it was just very vague. It was like, well, this isn't anything good to show. I did find this, however, in WWF Raw magazine from what was it? It was from the November-December 97 era. And I have a little surprise underneath this, because this is only one thing I was like, why am I could have just included this yesterday if I knew that. So I'm going to show this and show you the surprise catalogs that are after this. So, you got Austin 316 here, Stone Cold 100% pure whoop ass. Austin, very, very heavy here. Look at this. I mean, Vince knew Steve Austin is where it's at. He is going to be the future at the time of the WWF. There's Sunny with her t-shirt, and you got the Headbangers and Triple H and Chyna and Sable. And over here you got the Brian Pillman t-shirt and pillows even. Throw pillows at that. Undertaker gets 2 pages here showing off what he has. Still kind of with the purple and black image even here. This is interesting. We got WWF action figures. We're talking about the Bone Crunching Action BCAs, and that is Series 5 there with Steve Austin, Rocky Maivia, Savio Vega, Flash Funk, Ken Shamrock. The 6th member in that lineup was Psycho Sid. I'm guessing because Sid wasn't with the company here, they didn't bother advertising him. But back then, you can get a BCA for $10 each in the package. Tag teams like the Legion of Doom and the Godwins, they were, and of course, Headbangers and New Blackjacks as well were in that group. There's the New Black, there they are over here. You could get them, the tag sets, for $12 each. Wow. So one figure $10 each, 2 figures $12 each. That is quite the steal. That's of course American prices, but still, Canadian prices, that wouldn't be much different. It'd probably be like what, $16 for a tag set and maybe $12, $13 for the singles. Legion of Doom over here, those are horrible Hawk and Animal shirts there with their faces. I would not want those. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. You get the Heartbreak Kid jacket. You got some I actually owned this t-shirt back in 2007. They re-released them as retro shirts on WWE Shop, and I actually owned it for quite a few years until it finally fell apart on me. Sweet Heart Foundation stuff with Heart Foundation shirt, the Hitman one, the British Bulldog. Still the sunglasses here for Brett. And, of course, over here, the WrestleMania 1 through 13 box set, which was $79.99. That's not too bad, I guess, back then. You're getting 13 tapes for $80, so that's all right. CD, of course, was $14.95, Volume 2. Not their best volume, right? Volume 1 and Volume 3, I think, surpassed Volume 2 for quality for music on there. Though with Volume 2, you do get Steve Austin talking through his song, which is kind of funny, where he starts off with, "You are completely pathetic," and then his music plays, and it just seemed like a lot of weird stuff added to it that probably wasn't needed. And we get Bret Hart shooting us the middle finger. That's not nice, Bret. And that's it for the WWF. Now, my guess is the reason why they stopped putting them in the magazine was because of the internet. Everything was online, right? You just go to, what was it called at the time? Shop Zone? Was it called WWF Shop Zone, I think, at the time? And then it became WWE Shop as time went on or whatever. Because none of the other magazines I have here, like these ones here, the newer style ones, there's nothing in there for advertisements of buying merch from the WWE, because you just go to the website by 2005, right? So I'm thinking 98, 99, the internet getting pretty out there. I think everyone had it who could have it, or who at least could get to it. If you didn't have it, your friend did, right? So yeah, I guess that's why the WWF just quit putting the catalog in the magazines. But 1997 looks to be the final one, unless down the road I come across something else. Now, for this little bit of a bonus here, the WCW magazine catalogs. Yes, WCW had a catalog in the back of their magazine. So let's take just a small look here at what is involved. This reeks of like what, 1990, 91 vibe. And of course it does. This magazine came out in 1991, late 91 at that, but a lot of what was it called? Varney colors, or fluorescent colors, I guess. No, Varney was the name of the brand, fluorescent colors. It was fluorescent pink, fluorescent green, fluorescent orange, anything that had like a highlighter look to it. Sting was definitely going to be wearing it. But like I said, not much, but we got the wrestling buddies here of Sting and that's Ric Flair, even though it looks more like Lex Luger. They were, how much were they? $22 each. Wow. That Sting toy, the Scorpion, is $2. A $2 toy. And you get the VHS tapes here of Wrestle War 90, Wild Thing, Starrcade 89, Future Shock, and Capital Combat 90. They're all $29.95 each. Plus Halloween Havoc 89 and 90 are listed, just not shown. And then you got the bendy wrestling figures of Sting and Ric Flair. They are $5 each. And of course, the normal style of Galoob style, like the harder ones, I guess, of Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner, they're $5 each as well. Now, and here's a picture of me. They cropped out my head, of course, but that definitely me, folks. If you ever saw me in person, I'm huge, just a big, massive man of muscle. So I'm glad I can get that in there for everyone. Now, this one here, they kind of went this way with it. So you got Lex Luger there, front and center, but like again, look at that fluorescent color there. Still, look at that pink and green. You know, it's but a lot of Sting, of course. Lex Luger, of course, a big name. The Steiners, of course. Even a Brian Pillman poster there in yellow trunks. Very rare. Usually Pillman wore the Bengal colors, right? The tiger stripes. And then, of course, here we got the figures, the VHS tapes, and even trading cards here, and the Nintendo tape. Let's see how much some of these prices are now. So the video game is $44.95 for that. Sting's on the cover of that. I wonder, for some reason, I thought the Road Warriors were on the cover. I own that I own that video game, but I remember the Road Warriors were on the box when it came out, and I'm wondering if it got reissued, because I thought the Road Warriors were on the cover of the tape too. I wonder if it got reissued with Sting. I'll have to look. I don't know. If anyone out there knows, let me know in the comments if you have that game too. I'm gonna look though once I'm done this to see. But I know I own the video game, because I made sure to buy all the video games I had as a kid. I wanted to have them still on display, but I swear it was the Road Warriors were on the cover, but I know they're on the box cover. These cards here, are they series 1 or 2? What's the deal with those? No, it's just Impel and Championship card sets. $30 per box. So you can get a wax box of those back in the day for $30. Probably build your set with one of those boxes. I'm sure the set was probably like, maybe 60, 70 cards. I doubt it went to 100. And of course, the Wrestling Buddies are still $22 each. And the action figures are still $5 each. Everything's pretty much the same price, because not much has changed. Just probably about 6-7 months difference from the last catalog issue. And then we have this one here. Again, staying with the fluorescent colors. Big time here. Same with the Steiners. They were really, and this is, late 91 now. Oh, sorry. I mean, late 92. We're in 90. Yeah, this is 92. This is a late 92 magazine. They're still hyping all these bright colors. And we have more stuff here. VHS tapes. And of course, the action trading cards. Even coffee mugs now. And a coffee mug here was anywhere between $4 or $5. So, So there you go, a little bonus, the WCW catalog. So yeah, interesting, right? Like it's of course the WCW magazine did not last much longer. It ended up going to sometime in 1994. And then, so I looked in the later WCW, because I have some 94 and late 93 catalog. I don't have the complete 93 year yet, or 94 for WCW, but they're just hard to find on eBay, at least for the Canadian eBay. But they don't have any catalogs in them. And they actually ended up, one day I'll go into a deeper dive with the WCW magazines, because I think a lot needs to be said about them. Especially stuff I learned today, actually, about them from watching an old video. I was watching an old timeline of WCW from kayfabe commentaries for 1994 with Eric Bischoff and as the guest, talking about that year in World Championship Wrestling. And of course, they talked about how the WCW magazine ended that year, and it came back a year later. So I'm going to get into all that down the road, I think, hopefully once I get more WCW magazines. I would love to have the complete collection from November 91 through whenever it ends in 94. I have to double check. I think they said that in April of 94 it stopped, but don't forget, they're always ahead. So April 94 when they stopped could have been like August or September 94 for the magazine issue, right? So I have to actually look into that. But yeah, that's going to be another video for another time, hopefully down the road. Now I'm just going to probably go through some of these magazines today. I haven't really had a chance to look at a lot of the new ones yet that had come in, but it's a rainy day here where I live, and the snow is turning to ice, and it's just a shit day outside. And as much as I'd like to go out just to, kill the boredom of being inside, I doubt I will. So I'll probably just go through some mags, check out some things, and maybe I can find some more ideas for some future videos that I want to do. Maybe I'll go through my chart as well, my magazine chart. I think I forgot to update some things, so I think I need to go through there and do that. Good news is all 3 shipments of my magazines have been shipped, says eBay, says the people. So one of them, Zeke Zanzibar asked me last night how many I'm getting. I said 45 to him, but I was wrong. 45 was actually the price. It's 31 magazines I'm getting in one haul for $45. That's quite the steal. And the other ones were like maybe 12 issues, 13 issues or so, I think, in each haul. Still, good deals for what I'm getting. You'll see them later on this week, hopefully. One says it should be here by Friday. So I'm banking that. I hope, that's what the Canada Post tracking system says. I'll have it by Friday. So we'll see, right? Weather is always a situation in whether we get the parcels or not. So, all right. Until I do my next video, I'll talk to you guys later.